The Bible. Is it true? Can we trust it? Let's look at a timeline and compare it to some other historical writings. Our modern calendar centers around the birth of Christ. His birth is the center point. BC moves to the left, before Christ, and AD, Anno Domini, moves to the right. For your reference, we are here in 2021. We'll start with Caesar. Caesar wrote the Gallic Wars about his conquest of Europe in 50 BC, before Christ. We know about his writings because of the manuscripts that we have. For our purposes, we'll let one book equal one manuscript. So, how many manuscripts does Caesar have? 250. Not bad, Caesar. Next, we'll look at Plato. Plato wrote his writings around 360 BC, and we have 211 of his manuscripts. Pretty good, Plato. How about Homer? Homer wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey. We'll focus on the Iliad, which was written in 830 BC. How many copies do we have of the Iliad? Over 1,800. Impressive. How does this compare to the Bible? We'll start with the Old Testament. The Old Testament has over 44,000 manuscripts. Amazing. And what about the New Testament? The New Testament has over 24,000 manuscripts. That's over 68,000 manuscripts for the Bible. This is astounding. The textual evidence is greater for both the Old and New Testament than any other ancient document. All of these manuscripts help us compare the accuracy and help us know that what we read is what was written. Next, we want to look at how many years have passed between when the original text was written and when our earliest manuscript exists. We obviously want the manuscripts to be as close as possible to the original. We'll start with Caesar. We'll let 10 feet equal 100 years and push the manuscripts away from us by the number of years we find. The closest manuscript for Caesar's Gallic Wars is AD 825, 875 years away. Wow, that's pretty far. How about Plato? His closest manuscript is AD 895, also pretty far away, over 1,200 years away. And how about Homer? The closest manuscript is 500 years away. But what about the Bible? Well, for a long time, the closest complete manuscript was the Leningrad Codex, which is from 1000 AD. So we were in the same ballpark as everyone else. But something very special happened in 1948. In some caves in Qumran, we found over 900 manuscripts. Some dated to the 3rd century BC, before Christ, and some dated to within 50 years of the original writing. This amazing discovery closed the gap and brought us closer to the original writings, and also helped us to verify once again that there have been no changes of meaning over this 1,000-year gap. We can trust the accuracy of what is written in the Bible. There is one final quality that we should note. The Old Testament, which was written before Christ was born, has over 300 prophecies about the coming Messiah, or Christ. We have an extra confirmation about when the prophecies were made because they are in the Septuagint, a Greek translation of the original Hebrew text that was written in 250 BC. These prophecies are very specific about Jesus. Here are some of them. He was to be of David's family. He would be born of a virgin. He would be born in Bethlehem. He would travel to Egypt. He would live in Galilee, in Nazareth. To be announced by an Elijah-like herald, would proclaim a jubilee to the world. His ministry would be one of healing. He would teach through parables. He would be disbelieved, rejected by rulers. Very specific prophecies. He would make a triumphal entry into Jerusalem. He would be betrayed by a friend for 30 pieces of silver. He would be given vinegar and gall. They would cast lots for his garments. His side would be pierced. Not a bone would be broken. His dying words would be foretold. He would be buried by a rich man. He would rise from the dead on the third day. And after would come the destruction of Jerusalem. All of these written down hundreds of years before these events happened. We have proof from ancient, handwritten manuscripts. We have proof from archaeology. We have proof from fulfilled prophecy. The Bible is the Word of God.